Hello, this is Victor Santana with Stock Hunter's weekly video for May 9th. How's everybody doing? Hope everything's going fine. Got the theme song from Bananarama. It's a cruel summer, so that's what it may turn out to be. So we're going to have to take a look and see what's going on in the markets. Here we are looking at the total U.S. market, TMW, and as you can see, we're looking at a daily chart, and I have the 200-day line drawn in red, the 100-day moving average, the 50-day moving average here, and also the 13th. This kind of gives me an idea of where things are going. And as you can see, wow, we just slid on down since 2 weeks ago here. We're down 9.2% approximately right here from the top up here. So quite a move here. So hopefully you guys been getting some inverse ETFs as I've been suggesting. So let's go ahead and take a look. Looking at here down at the MACD, as you can see, it is now on the bottom side of the zero line, where we normally like to pick up stocks here, which is a good thing for us. And the histogram bars are still in the red zone. So we're just going to have to sit patiently and wait till this clears up. Not saying necessarily that the first green bar we see we're going to go ahead and jump in, because that doesn't always work. Usually you have to wait for a double dip to really flush out all the weak hands. So that's how I'm playing it, and hopefully you guys are either on the sideline or going with the inverse ETFs. Here what I've done here, I've drawn the gray dotted lines here, as you can see down here, and also this one where they come back from over here. The bottom gray line is the bottom we had back in February, and the second gray line is what we have as far as support back in this time, also in February. So if we draw those lines over here, we did close right on this here. So if you are in the camp of we're going to continue to go down, we can go as low as $77 in this area, or we'll get a lot of support down here on this 200-day moving average as well. So these are two potential areas that we could see going downward. Now for those that are looking for a bounce up, depending on what you want to consider, if you want to include this bottom tail way down here, or you want to include it based on this right here. So it's two camps here of thought, but either way, most likely if we do get a bounce, a dead cat bounce, we'll probably head up on the 50-day moving average up in this area. We might tag along on this 100 today or tomorrow, and then maybe toward the end of next week, maybe get the 50-day around this area here. If we do manage to break this up, we still got the 13 or 20-day also to consider. And around in this area, if we do get that bounce, I am considering to go ahead and add some more positions to my inverse until I see these other indicators pointing upward. But right now, things are too bearish, so the market sentiment is down. So let's go ahead and break this into the individual indices and see what's going on. We're looking at the Dow, as you can see right here, as we've been continuing on down. The MACD is also pointing down with the histogram showing red. So basically just avoid the markets here, especially on the Dow. Let's go to the S&P 500, and here we have same story all across everything. The MACD is down in here, so pretty much the whole just ditto in every single index here. We're looking at the Nasdaq. As you can see, it right between the 100 and the 200, and the MACD is down. And then let's look at the Russell's 2000. And you could see that they have just broke also under the 100-day moving average, with the potential of hitting the 200 down in this area as well. MACD is also on down below the zero with the red histograms. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the global market. And the global market, you can see here, has been leading the way on the downside. It's been weak from the get-go 1, 2, 3 weeks ago, and it's just continuing on down. This is kind of a good sign in a way, you might say. It tried to crawl up and then it broke down, so this might be flushing all the weak hands and getting us ready for maybe some possible entry signals here. We did start getting a small green entry signal, but I think it's a little premature at this point, but at least this is a something to keep a watch on now. So definitely going to be keeping an eye on all these global stocks, and they may be the first ones to lead on the upside. Not saying that we're going bullish, but we might get the bounce first with the global. That's at least my interpretation. So that's pretty much it. So for now, so until next time, keep your eyes on the markets.